Hello everyone, this is Ep13 and welcome to episode 13 of Ep20's Let's Play Satisfactory series, where today I'm getting ready to automate caterium. Caterium. I always put an N in there and I know I'm not supposed to, but it's in my brain and I can't get it out. What can I say? It's how it goes sometimes. So last episode we found a caterium vein. And this episode, we will be automating, turning this caterium that we're producing into some resources. So we started last episode working in the MAM to kind of figure out what we can do with this cool stuff. And long story short, lots. There's a bunch you can do with this. Early on, I don't think there's a ton, but there's a huge tech tree that comes out of discovering this resource. And one of the more important ones is quickwire, which is super cool. However, in order to research quickwire, we're going to need 50 caterium ingots. So let's go ahead and start automating here. What I'm going to do is get my production line of smelters ready to go. And what I think I'm going to do is check out how much you can process per minute. So 45 ore per minute turns into 15 ingots per minute. Okay, so that's cool. What I think I'm going to do is something like this. So that would be 90, 180, right? If we did something like that, and that's, you know, we still have 60 more we could do, so technically I could even do a fifth one if we really wanted to. But, meh, we'll see. And then what I'm going to want is a splitter here connecting to the machines, and this is where things get fun. So you're going to be incoming there. Let's see here if I can make this thing behave itself. So realistically, what I want is basically this way. Yeah, I see. So if I did that, that would connect everybody. That would be cool. Okay, so you're going to be caterium, you're going to be caterium, and you're going to be caterium. And what I might wind up doing then is let's move the MAM and let's rotate this guy so that the belt comes in kind of on this way. Like that. How's that sound? Does that sound cool? I think that sounds cool. And then it should wind up, you know, creating all the ores that we wanted to create, nice and lickety-split. Alright, not too shabby. So now you guys just need a little bit of power. 1, 2... 3, 4. Look how nice Smart did for me. I love the Smart mod. It's just the best. It is the best. How cool is that? Alright, so we've got that going, which is nice. Now the next step is to take this caterium and use it in the MAM to research stuff. How's my power doing, by the way? I really haven't checked in on this in a while. So we're consuming 430-ish out of the 600 that we're producing, so we're getting there. We're getting there. We're going to need to, at some point soon, we're going to need to visit our coal production line area, and probably what we're going to want to do there is turn the Mark 1 miners into Mark 2 miners, and then set up another batch of 8 or so production line power plants. You know, we'll see. We'll figure it out. So I think I needed 40 caterium ingots in the MAM to research the next thing. So let's see. MAM over here. Bada bing, bada boom. Caterium line, let's unlock. Starting, boom. And that unlocks quickwire for me, which is a cool little gadget, which is awesome. Quickwire, research finished. Now I can produce quickwire, which is a new part, and it's a useful part. It's really good. If you're not familiar with what it does, I will show you in a moment. But let's first find out how much caterium we need. So we need 12 per minute of caterium to make 50 quickwire per minute. So we could just run. So this is making 15, right? So if we needed to be perfect about this, we could do mergers and have, you know, like, what is it, 5 to 4 kind of thing going on, right? Yeah, five crafters per 4 smelters. I don't know that we need to be that perfect with it. So what I'm thinking I might do would be something like this. Can I do that? Now the smelters are not going to be perfectly aligned to the crafters because crafters have a bigger footprint than smelters. So what I might want to do is something like this. Let's remove all this stuff again. I should have been smarter about this from the start, but that's okay. This is part of the fun of all factory games, though, is realizing that you did it wrong and doing it again. Okay. Let's clear out these guys real quick. So what I'm going to do now is place down my smelters. Will you behave yourselves like that? No, you don't want to. I thought you would be smart about it, but maybe not. I think there's a way to do this, but meh. It doesn't matter. So again, this is not perfectly optimized, but that's okay. And you know what I'm going to have here? I'm going to have, on slot number 3, I'm going to have Mark 1 belts. And if I want Mark 2 belts, then I can hold E to switch it to Mark 2, right? But I like having Mark 3 and Mark 1 handy, because those are the 2 you're going to use most often. Right? So you're going to be caterium ingots all the way across the board. And we don't really need this much quickwire being produced, but it also doesn't super hurt. So now in the end, how much quickwire are we producing? We're producing 60 times 4, 240. Okay, we have belts that can do that much. Remember, our belts can do 270. So that's all good. So now we're going to want this one. I will be able to get working, hopefully. There you go. Oh, that's interesting. That did not behave itself in the way that I hoped it would. I think Smart's still being updated for update 4, and it's not as perfect as I hoped it would be there. Hang on, let me see. There's got to be a way to force this to happen. So there is a way to make that connect, but it's just, I think it's not working perfectly, so I'm just going to do it manually. Not the end of the world having to do it manually. I just, you know, get all excited when I can do the smart way. But yes, that is cool. So that should work now. Cool. So now, let's get you guys brought in here. You'll start splitting nicely, and then reconnect the power lines like we had them a minute ago. Then you're going to come up here to these two to do this and this. And then you're going to come over here to do this and this. Cool. And then you guys are going to start making quickwire for me, which will be cool. Now it's probably tapping in quite a bit of power. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, it's only 4 megawatts per smelter. That's not terrible. So we're producing a little bit more caterium ingots than we need per crafter, but that's okay. It's really not that big a deal. And then what we're going to want here is we're going to want a merger coming in. Going, let's say... Let's say the merger should go out to the right. Let's say the merger goes out in that direction. Cool. And then we will have a organizational storage container here, which everything will feed right into. Boom, and there's your 270 or 240 quickwire per minute. That's a lot of quickwire. It'll be worth it though. It'll be worth it. Nice. All right, cool, cool, cool. So now, where's our MAM? Do we still have that up and running over here? Or did I dismantle it? I think I dismantled it because I was doing stuff. Cool. Well, we'll put a new one here then. So get the MAM up and running. Boop, 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 boop. Give me the quick wires. All right, what do we got for caterium research now? So we can unlock caterium electronics. That sounds cool. We definitely want some of that. Do. Nice. Look at all this cool stuff. Now over here we got the Zipline. Yes, I've been wanting this. I've been wanting to try this out. And I can't believe I can finally unlock it. Nice. So the Zipline looks cool. That's a 5-minute research, so we'll be right back. This is new in Update 4, and I've yet to play with it. I don't know how... I know in theory what it's supposed to do, but I've never actually played with it. So I'm excited to try it. This is a brand new item that came out in Update 4. So let's check it out in 5 minutes. Alright, looks like it's about done here. Hooray, Zipline! Zipline finished. I can't wait to try this thing out. New equipment available. Awesome. Now the other thing I would like to unlock is Power Poles Mark II, which will take 5 minutes. Power Poles Mark II are awesome. You know how Power Poles can only have 4 connections? Power Poles Mark II can have 7 connections. Way better. That's actually like a pretty big improvement if you think about it. Like really quite a good improvement, right? Having 7 connections per power pole means far less power. Like we could have all these, 4 of these on a single power pole, and it's just a whole lot better. But let's check out the Zipline. I'm assuming that that's going to be in the equipment workshop. Zipline, please. I would definitely like one of these, and I'm assuming I need some quick wire, and we need some of this, and we need some of this, and we need a Xeno Zapper. I can make one of those. And now a Zipline. Sweet. Now I have no idea how this thing works, but we're going to figure it out together. Because like I said, brand new feature. I think I'm going to replace my dynamite thingy. It's rare that you need one of those. Cool. Haha, neat. So left click does a thing. So you ready, Zipline? You ready to try this out? Let's do it. Ziplines, I think, let you travel along power poles. Cool. Sweet. And then you can jump. Clear, it takes a little getting used to. Oh, I like this. I like this. Now, why does it say 4 out of 4 down there? I'm not quite sure what that's all about. What's the 4 out of 4 all mean? So you can jump and then reconnect. If you're quick enough, it looks like it works pretty well. It sounds like a really good idea to do this over a giant ravine, right? Why am I doing this again? Right here? Probably just because I want to learn. Ah, that's fun. I like it. Yeah, no, I wouldn't recommend doing it over the ravine. But my impression is that I can use this to get up cliffs pretty easily. Oh, I like this. I like this. Well, that was close. Alright. Gotta be a little careful with it. Gotta be a little careful with it. A little bit careful, that's all I'm saying. But that is neat. I'm still trying to figure out the 4 out of 4. I'm going to look up online and see if there's any tips or anything about it. Yeah, so that's pretty much all there is to it. I just checked to make sure that there's no other nuances or mechanics to it. I think the 4 out of 4 indicates that that's the 4th item slot that I have available. See, like 3 out of 4, 2 out of 4, 1 out of 4. That just occurred to me. Sweet. So hey, we got Mark II power poles analyzed. That's cool.
New building unlocked.
Thanks, Ada. I know. So what I usually do, because I rarely need power poles down there, right? So I'm going to go to my power. I'm going to put Mark II power pole on slot 1. Now that requires the caterium wires, but otherwise, and a little bit more iron rod and a little bit more concrete, but otherwise about the same. So definitely having a healthy amount of caterium with you is a good idea. And then you can upgrade these things in place, by the way. So if you wanted to, you can literally just boop, like this. And see how the connections, the existing connections, aren't lost. And now it's 3 out of 7. Cool. Awesome. Pretty cool. Yes, caterium is very worthwhile. Now the other major upgrade that I would like to get is this guy, Blade Runners. Oh yes. Oh yes. Woohoo! Blade Runners, research complete. These things are awesome. Let's confirm that and make ourselves a pair. Blade Runners let you run faster, which, I mean, it's me. You know that's, like, in any game, that's kind of, you know, priority number 1 for the dyer. So Blade Runners here, I can make 5 of them out of the gate. So, boom. You only need 1, ever. You know, having a second pair, maybe if you, you know, die and lose your corpse or something. But easy peasy. They equip into the one and only body slot that you'll ever get. Now, there's other items that you can put in your body slot, but you can only ever have 1 body item equipped at a time. So Blade Runners, boom. And now we run a lot and jump a lot faster. How cool is that? I love it. Super awesome. Super awesome. So very pleased to have Blade Runners now. Let's just see if there's anything else in the MAM that I want to kick off the research for before we head back to our base and start working on some automation stuffs. I wouldn't mind kicking off the inflated pocket dimension. That would be kind of cool. And then the AI limiter might also be a nice thing. Let's start that research real quick because I forget what is involved in making the AI limiters. Cool. Researched finished. We're going to have to make that in the craft bench. That's a new item that you can craft with the AI limiter. It's used for a handful of things. Oh, it's only quickwire and pipes. All right, that's nice. There's some cool stuff you can do with it. You can make high-speed connectors, but that requires that little blue item that we do not have access to yet. Spoiler alert, it's plastic. And then if we make 10 of those, we can get the smart splitter. We can get the power switch for 50 of those unlocked. And then once we do get the high-speed connectors, we'll have access to the Mark III power poles and a couple other items. But let's go ahead and kick off this research just real fast. Because having, you know, some extra inventory spots, never a bad thing. Never a bad thing. Cool, right? So let's do a little sort here. I think that looks good. So let's head on back. So the zipline I'm excited about because it's going to be a really nice way of getting around. I do appreciate that. And it looks like you move about as fast with the zip line. And you don't have to hit jump, actually. It looks like when you let go, it automatically jumps for you, which is cool. I like that. Yeah, when you let go, it automatically jumps for you. Neat. That's awesome. And I'm pretty sure you can zip line up. Now, zip lining down is faster than horizontal. Zip lining up is slower. But look at this. We're zip lining up. How cool is that? This is definitely slower than we were a minute ago, right? I think if you practice with this thing, you'll find that you can get better at it. Getting around that straight edge is going to be tricky, though. Yeah, that looks cool. All right, let's go ahead and get this concrete set up here because this is something we've been meaning to do. It's absolutely time to automate some aspects of our steel production that we've been meaning to get around to doing and haven't yet. So let's make that happen. Now that we've got Blade Runners under control, now that we've got, you know, Mark II belts and all that cool stuff, like I'm very excited about our prospects here. We need more of that stuff. All right, cool. Craft bench, please. Give me encased industrial. This is what I want to automate right now. I'd like to pipe up the concrete, turn it into these things with the existing steel production we've got going on. Sound like a plan? Ma'am, research complete. Bada bing, bada boom. Mr. Ma'am. More pocket dimension slots. Hooray! Woot. Always more inventory space. Always good. Dyer always has inventory problems in any game he plays, but in this game it absolutely is a thing that you will run into. All right, so let's do this. We can tap into this existing power line right here, and I'm going to upgrade this to a Mark III or a Mark II pole, so that he has, you know, more connections, and that looks pretty cool. And now you should immediately be pumping up. This is an impure. No, this is a normal node. This is a normal node, so it would normally Mark II minor. This will be 120 parts per minute. Nice. Why did I think I saw 60? I must have been imagining that. But 120 parts per minute of concrete. Let's go ahead and place down our constructors here. I don't know if we need this to be perfectly laid out, but we'll see. I don't like that being inside the thing. How many concrete will you use? 45. Okay, so I could do 3 of these, and we would be a little bit low, right? 90 and 30 is really... Okay. So let's do constructors. I'm just going to stick you right here. They don't have to be perfect. Look at all the connections we're making. Ugh. You know, I'm starting to think I want it to be nice. Let's rotate this such that it's boop and boop. A 5x5 sound cool? And maybe a quickie cut down of the trees so that there's not bushes growing through our platform. There we go. Alright, void that junk that we don't need no mores. Re-equip our zipline. Alright, so what we're going to want real fast is constructors. 1, 2, 3, we said, right? All set to concrete. And then splitters. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Coming right in there. 1, 2, 3. And then we want mergers going out this way. 1, 2, 3. Cool? And then you're going to come out here. And that's going to be your concrete that's going to head up towards where we want you to go. Alright, now how's my power situation? Doing pretty good on power. Not sweating the power just yet. So let's get up there. Oh, I like this. This is going to make exploration really good. Because the power poles, as we saw earlier, don't need to be powered. So they don't actually have to be powered up, which is nice. Right? Oh, look how many rotors I have. I love it. So where we want to bring this is going to be around here somewhere, right? These guys are what we're going to want to tap into for our industrial beams. So let's just refresh our memory on what we need to automate for this tier of stuff, right? Things we want to automate are stators, which are those. See that? So pipes and copper. Motors, which are rotors and stators. Versatile framework and automated wiring are probably also some things that we need to get going at some point. And encased industrial beams, right? So really the only thing we need to tap off of the steel plates are the industrial beams. So if we said, hey, I want industrial beams, just to see, to make this run at full speed and make 6 encased industrial beams per minute, we need 24 steel beams per minute. 24 steel beams per minute. And only 30 concrete per minute, so that ain't bad. We're making, like, stupid concrete per minute down there. So 24 steel beams per minute. What are we currently making? We are currently making 7.5 and 15 steel beams per minute. So, yeah, 22.5 steel beams per minute. So we're not going to want this running at full speed because we don't want to use up all our steel beams. Well, yeah, we really don't. We might want to bring more steel in at some point, is probably what I'm thinking. And we can probably pull that off, because we could always upgrade those things over there Mark IIs, and then we could expand this whole setup. But we'll take things one step at a time. So maybe I'll run this at 50% speed for the time being, or even like 75% speed, right? Like we could go with like maybe target 4 per minute, and that would be that. And then that would drop our steel beam usage down. I like that plan. I like that plan. So let's get the assembler going here, such that it's lined up. I think about here is where I'm going to want it. Is that going to be a straight shot from here? Not quite. It's a little bit to the left. Assembler. Just trying to get it lined up nicely. Nope. Even further. That might be it. Yeah, I wasn't getting that green line a minute ago, but now we're good. Okay, cool. So now your job will be to make encased beams, which means that we're going to need to get... let's do this. Let's do... Am I going to need more concrete up here? I don't know. I can't remember if I'm going to need more concrete. But what I think I'm going to do... Let's have a splitter here in preparation for a potential. I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to do that. Why are you doing that by default? See, splitters can also do this cool thing with assemblers, but I don't want you to do that right now. So let's turn off auto connect buildings for a second. Do you think you could be cool enough to be like that? And then, can I get you? Yes, that's what I want. But I'm probably going to want you to be a Mark III lift. How does that feel? Does that seem cool? I like that. And then we could just run all the way over to that guy. I like that plan. And then if we need more concrete, we should be good. Yes? Yes, I like plans. Plans good. Where's my power pole here? Do you have more power connections? No, but I can do that, and now you do. Aha. Cool. So let's get this guy running all the way over to here. We're just going to run it all the way across the landscape. And that sounds cool. See how much faster I'm running now with these awesome things? I love it. You know Dyer, he likes his run fasts. And then you right into there. Boom. And that's cool beans, huh? I'll get the hang of the zip wire thing. It's new, like I said, it's brand new. But now we've got concrete coming up to our production factory, and that will be awesome. And that's step one of some important automations that we're going to want. So let's get an organizational storage container here ready to go. And you only need Mark I belts. because you're only producing like 6 per minute, and that's even if we're running at full speed, which we're not. Which we're not running at full speed, by the way. So actually, yeah, no, I want you at... Should I make you 4 per minute? Does that sound cool? Yeah, I like that number. All right, so that's 16 steel beam. Or I could do 5 and it would be 20. But then we would only have a net gain over here of 2 at a time. And I really want to have enough of these cooking. So, yeah, I think that's good. That's good. So we're only using 20 concrete a minute, which means we're going to backstuff our concrete production very quickly down there. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. That's fine by me. Right? And then eventually we'll increase our steel production for sure. We're going to want more of that. All right. Neato burrito. I like it. Let's get a little bit more platforming here. Hey. Oh, am I speaking of concrete, a little bit low. I'm going to beg, borrow, and steal over here. I guess I could do that. It doesn't hurt. It's not needed, obviously, but it doesn't hurt, and it'll help me collect concrete a little bit faster for a second. Do. Awesome. And then I will probably steal more of it, just so I can... Yeah, we're going to need a lot more than that. I mean, I could just run down to my... But by the time I run down there and run back, I will have gotten enough, I think. See how quickly this is coming in? I mean, we're transferring 270 a minute, right? So it'll take less than a minute to get 100-ish. All right, that should be cool. And then we'll go grab more concrete, like, manually in a sec. That'll do. So close to having enough there, huh? So close. Are you slowing down? Oh, you know what? You probably are slowing down. That's okay. We'll get more in a sec. And then let's cut down these trees, because I just don't like when bushes and whatnot are growing through my platforms. It looks ugly to me. And there's nothing in the game that's like pollution or anything like that, so it's generally not a concern. I have no idea if they plan to implement anything like that at some point. I don't think they do, but maybe. I have no idea. Cool. All right, so that is caterium upgrades, that's zip lines, that's blade runners, and now we are automating these things, encased industrial beams, which are used for a lot. You definitely want to have those automated. Trust me. Trust me on that. So let's do this. Let's wrap up the episode here. We will come back next time, and I'm going to get automation going for the remaining bits that we need. So as a reminder, if we check out our assemblers, I'm just going to pop one down so I can show you. We need to automate stators, which are those two things on the bottom right, like the steel tubes and the iron or copper wires, right? And then we want to start making versatile framework and automated wiring at some point. And these two are going to help us eventually unlock tiers 5 and 6. Another thing I'd really like to do sooner than later, now that we've got a lot better travel options, so running faster and this doohickey right here, I would like to do a little exploration and find myself some quartz, but we'll see. But right now, like, eventually we're gonna have to get this stuff over there. Shouldn't be too bad. It's not that long a distance, right? And let's go over here real quick and just check out exactly what's needed in the space elevator for our next upgrade bit. So we're gonna need 500 versatile framework and 100 automatic wiring. That's what those are for. So we better get those automated next episode before we go exploring, because that way we can let the automations run while we explore, and that'll be cool. All right, for now, Del20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.